Hey, good evening, guys. How's everybody doing? Thursday already. Holy crap, has this week flown by? I gotta admit, I'm pretty tired. Just been going super hard all week. Hopefully, we get a few people to pop on, but gonna get going because I haven't eaten yet today with my fasting and gotta get dinner rolling for the fam. So, tonight's topic: are you the standard? And what do I mean by that? What I mean is, I have two boys. They're 7 and 4. We homeschool them. They come to work with me. They're with us the majority of the time. So, are you the standard? Can you say, as a man, that you're living up to your highest potential? That's what I mean if, are you the standard? So this is something that when my sons were born, I started, considering, like, who am I as their father? What are they seeing me do? What are they not seeing me do? How are they seeing me respond? How are they seeing me treat their mother? All kinds of stuff, right? And over time, they've watched me turn into who I am today. And at this point, at this very moment right now, I can say I am in the best physical and mental form I have ever been. Because, it's not all about, the physicality of everything, right? That does play a massive part in setting the standard. And, obviously I'm still in my work get up here, running a health and wellness clinic with my wife. Like, we see families come in, and guys, it sucks to hear and it sucks to see, but you can see future generations following in the footsteps of their parents. And parents, that's on you. It's on you. Because if your kid's sick and overweight, or, throws a tantrum or is a little shithead, that's on you. And, I'm sure there's people in your life or your family that won't say those things to you, but I will. Because that's how I govern my life. I'm not afraid to hurt your feelings. I'm not afraid to be called an asshole. But in our clinic, we see families come in that are overweight. Their kids are, on medication. Some are even on medication at 4 years old. When they don't need to be on medication, they just need not to drink fucking soda and eat sugar. But they learn that from their parents. They see their parents eating this crap. They see their parents not working out. They see their parents arguing. They see their parents doing things where the bar is super low. So I'd have you consider how much of an impact of your daily life are you making on your children? Now, as a man that has 2 sons, I think it's super important because I'm old enough to see what the difference is in younger generations. Now, if you're a younger generation, I'm not going to assume that, you're all bad, because that's not the case. But this younger generation, as a business owner and someone that's my age, I see it. This younger generation, they want top dollar for not doing work. Not all of them. There are, some rare birds, some diamonds in the rough. But these are the habits that they've taken over from their parents. And this is something that I've really implemented in my life, going, okay, what are my boys going to see me do when I struggle? Now, here's the thing, guys. I don't get it right every time. No one will. There's many times that I'm apologizing to my 4-year-old. And quite lately, I've had to reshape, reframe this in my mind. Man, I hope this live's going through because it says it's still trying to find people. So I've had to reshape this, especially as a recent. My 4-year-old, as my boys get older and as they get into more things, they're starting to learn the consequences of not doing or following things that their parents or their grandparents asked them to do. And so what this has created in my 4-year-old is he's scared, of his parents, of his grandparents. He reacts a certain way. So that's caused me as a man to question, am I showing him the standard that I need to show him? Because I don't want him fearful of me. I want him to know that his father is strict, but fair. I'm fair, but I'm firm. Because I do believe we've had a whole generation of these kids that, had time out, but they went and screwed around during their time out, and now we're seeing them become adults that can't function. They're adults that are in their 30s still living with their parents. They're ones that can't hold down jobs. They're ones that are, gamers. And the minute they have to do something that's hard work, good luck. They'll walk right by a trash can and not pick anything up. So I'd have you really ask yourself, where am I at? Am I the standard? Or am I subpar? Because unfortunately, parents, our kids pick up on a lot of stuff that we don't want them to. Doesn't mean we have to walk around on eggshells, but what it means is we got to have a daily pursuit to be better, to work on ourselves, to challenge ourselves, to do hard shit, to move that needle just 1 degree better than it was yesterday. And sometimes that's tough. Sometimes it's really hard. Especially as a man, when you're struggling with stuff, or you're going through something that's causing you grief, or maybe it's even causing you a time of stress in your marriage. It's hard. It's hard being a man in those situations. And some of the things that I do for my boys, I talk to them. I talk to them like I would talk to you right now. Now, I know at 4 and 7, their brains cannot comprehend some things, but I'm not going to sugarcoat stuff for my kids. Because that's part of the problem. We have playgrounds out here that are, on sponges. We have helicopter parents out here, with their kids on leashes. Kids have to fall. They have to experiment. They have to learn. Just today, my sons were in the office with us, as they frequently are. And I put them to work. Not the whole time, but they're shredding papers and doing stuff like that. Learning to help out. And that is stuff that is going to benefit them when they are older. But as a parent, if you're not doing those things, and you're not setting the standard for yourself first, what do you think they're going to pick up? some of our friends or whatever, like when we have these conversations about raising children, and how they were brought up, and they're like, I never saw my parents argue. Well, it just meant their parents argue behind closed doors. And some of those people, their marriages have been fractured a little bit because they don't know how to resolve conflict. And you just don't see it in their marriage. You see it in other areas of their life. So you have to let your children see you struggle. And you have to let them see you work through a problem to resolution. Because if they don't see that, they're not going to be able to mimic that themselves when they grow up. Because if you operate in that standard and then you become a helicopter parent, how are they going to learn? And undoubtedly, your kids are going to pick up some habits that you don't want them to pick up. But you know what? If you set the standard and you raise the bar and you're constantly committed to raising the bar every day for yourself, then your kids, your legacy is going to reap the benefits. My kids see me hold the door open for people. My kids see me, pay for someone's coffee. My kids see me cry. They see me struggle. And they see me succeed. We teach them about money. We teach them about hard work. And although this world is a crazy place right now, we let them fail. And that's important. And even as parents, as men and women, you need to fail too. Just because God's given you this, life to steward as a parent, you don't have to be perfect, guys. Because progression is better than perfection. As long as you're chasing that progression of being better every single day, you will succeed. And you will fail. And you will fall. And that is okay. But if you're going to chase perfection or act like you're perfect and everything's perfect and our home is perfect and our family dynamic is perfect, bullshit. Because nobody ain't. And if you say you are, you're fucking lying. So, my friends, I'm going to wrap this up. And this is something you should wake up with every day. Did I raise the bar high enough today? Did I set the standard today? Some days you do, some days you don't, but this is what you ought to be chasing. And you guys know, one way to set this standard every day is living the Warrior's way. It's living by a code, living the core 4 values that you work on every day. I'm tired as shit right now. I ain't gonna lie. And now I gotta go cook dinner for my family and I gotta go kill it working out. Gotta wrap up some things for the business and I gotta do it all over again tomorrow. But my kids are seeing me push through these times that I'm tired or I'm in pain or I don't want to do it. And I'm also telling them about it. I'm not just showing them. So my friends, if you're looking to rise, you want to rise with me, send me a direct message on Instagram and let's have a conversation. Because we need each other. I need you as much as you need me. Because it is time to stop screwing around and get off the sidelines and jump in the fucking game. Life's too short. And no one wants to be below the standard. So I look forward to talking to you in my DMs. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow.